Now let us see question number 5 of exercise 14.1. In a retail market, fruit vendors were selling oranges kept in packing baskets. These baskets contained varying number of oranges. The following was the distribution of the oranges. Number of oranges are given as class intervals and number of baskets are given as frequencies. Here I have written the number of oranges and the number of baskets as vertical columns. Here we have to find the mean number of oranges kept in each basket. Which method of finding the mean did you choose? Now let us proceed with the calculations and thereby we can get an idea of choosing the method. Let us proceed. Here number of oranges and number of baskets. Number of oranges or class intervals. Number of baskets or frequencies, so Fi. Here the class intervals are not exclusive class intervals. These are not continuous. Here there is gap between the upper boundary of this class interval and lower boundary of this class interval. In continuous class intervals, the upper boundary of a class interval and the lower boundary of the next class interval are same. But here it is not the case. First we have to make these classes as exclusive classes. So let us make these classes exclusive classes. In finding the mean, even if we make these exclusive classes or even if we do not make these exclusive classes, we are not going to get any difference in xi values. But in finding mode and median, we'll get some difference. So it is very important to write exclusive classes in case of mode and median. In case of mean, there may not be any change. Now let us write the exclusive classes with the boundaries. Here the gap between 14 and 15 is 1. Gap is 15 minus 14, 1. Half of gap by 2 is 0.5. So subtract 0.5 from lower boundary. 10 minus 0.5, it is 9.5. And then add 0.5 to upper boundary. 14 plus 0.5. We get 14.5. So here it is 9.5 to 14.5. Here 14.5 to 19.5. Here 19.5 to 24.5. Here 24.5 to 29.5. Here 29.5 to 34.5. Now we can find the class mark. Now the class mark is lower boundary plus upper boundary by 2. Let us take here 9.5 plus 14.5 by 2. So we get 0, here 1, so 10, so 14, then we'll get 24 by 2. It is 12. So the class mark is 12. Even if we take 10 and 14, 10 plus 14 by 2, then also we will get 12. Here h value for this 14.5 minus 9.5, we get h value as 5. Then h by 2 is 2.5. Add 2.5 to lower boundary, we'll get class mark. So here we get 17. We can add 2 to this also. So 22, 27, 32. These are class marks. Now we have to take the deviations. Di is equal to xi minus a. Out of these class marks, we have to choose one assumed mean. Here the middle one is 22 and it has the highest frequency. So it is better to choose this one. So this is assumed mean. A is 22. So di is equal to xi minus 22. So here 12 minus 22, we get minus 10. Here 17 minus 22, we get minus 5. And here 22 minus 22 is 0. Here 27 minus 22 is 5. Here 32 minus 22, we get 10. We can take u also. U here is di by 5. These di values are multiples of 5. So when we take h as 5, we can use step deviation method. So this becomes minus 2, here minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Now let us write fi ui values here. Fi is 15. 15 into minus 2 is minus 30. Here 110 into minus 1, minus 110. 135 into 0 is 0. 115 into 1, it is 115. Here we have 25 into 2, 50. Here the sum of negative values is minus 140, and here the sum of positive values is 165. So summation of fi ui is equal to 165 minus 140. We get 25. Then here number of baskets fi. Here we have to write summation fi 400. Now let us write the mean. Mean x bar is equal to a plus sigma fi ui by sigma fi into h. Now substitute the values. A we have chosen 22. 22 plus sigma fi ui, we are getting 25 by sigma fi is 400 into h is 5. Now let us calculate 22 plus this is 125 by 400. Let us divide 125 by 4. This is 3, 1. So we get here 2, 20, so 5. This is 31.25 by 100. So we get 22 plus 0.3125. This is 22.3125. So approximately equal to 22.3. Find the mean number of oranges kept each basket. Mean number of Oranges kept in each basket is 22.3.